Guess I'm not very good at spinning the pie plate on top of the stick like we used to see on the old TV shows. Welcome back to Cooking Course. I'm Chef Todd Moore. Why am I throwing around pie plates today? Because I'm trying to get in as many episodes before the holiday, and one of the big things about the holiday I know is pies. Very important to you, pies. So today we're going to talk about the two different types of pie crust. Basically, pie crust is either flaky or mealy. A flaky pie crust or a mealy pie crust. What's the difference between the two of them? Very simply, the size of the fat. Both our mealy dough and our flaky dough, we're going to do in side by side in different mixers, start with exactly the same amount of flour. So I'm going to put the bowl on there, on our mixer as well. The first thing that goes in is a half a pound of butter cut into cubes into each bowl. After a minute or two, I'll go ahead and stop the mixers and start to look at the size of the fat in each bowl. And in our flaky dough, you can see here that I've got large pieces of fat. I want these to be about pea-sized pieces, so this is still too big for me. In our pâté sucré, I want this to be coarse cornmeal. I don't want to be able to see any of the pieces of fat, and these pieces are still way too big. So after a few more minutes, I'll check back and stop the mixers, and this is exactly what I want. Look at the difference here between our flaky dough with these pea-sized pieces of fat and our pâté sucré, which looks a little bit more like coarse cornmeal. The fat and the pieces of fat is what makes our dough flaky or mealy. Whether it's going to resist moisture and be possibly the bottom dough on your pie, or whether it's going to be flakier and absorb moisture, that's better for your top crust on your pie, or meringues or cold pies or things like that. And here's an easy recipe for you. You know, I don't normally give out recipes. Here's a recipe. 1, 2, 3. Pie dough 1, 2, 3. 1 part water, 2 parts fat, 3 parts flour. You can make any pie crust in the world, and as much or as little of it as you'd like, with 1, 2, 3.